Hey Pisces, how y'all doing? Welcome to the Cottage, Spicy Feisty Pisces. It is so good to read for you guys again. Hello, sweet Pisces. Let's see what's going on in your love life. All right, fish. Let's see what's going on. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's get an update for Pisces on their love life. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on in love for you, Team Pisces? What's going on in love? Spicy, feisty Pisces. Let's see what's up. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on with you, Pisces. Let's see what's going on with you. Three of Pentacles. Five of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Cups. Some of you guys are looking at your options, taking it slow, but looking at your options. Why is the Five of Swords here in the reverse? What's that about? Strength card. You've got somebody in your energy that's you're on the outs with. They're holding back. They're holding back from reaching out to you. I think they may be embarrassed or regret some way that they handled something with the Five of Swords here in the reverse. Yes, they've got egg on their face. They've got egg on their face, whoever this one is. And you're kind of slowly peeking out, dipping your toe in the water, looking, is there other options out there? Seven of Cups here, right? But you've got somebody here that may be too proud to admit that they were wrong, too proud to apologize here with the Strength card. You know they owe you an apology here. And I think you're on the outs with this person because they are being prideful. Because they refuse to admit that they did anything wrong. Oh boy, when people refuse to take responsibility, right? Wow. Let's get more on that one, Pisces. Let's get more on that one that's refusing to take responsibility. Give me more on that. Give me more on this one that's refusing to take responsibility. Give me more on this one here. Give me more on that one that's being prideful, being egotistical, being stubborn. Let me get a little bit more on that. The Sun in reverse. You know, there's a lot of Leo energy here. Very interesting. Nine of Wands, my God, they're so combative, so triggered, so defensive. And they're not happy. Sun card. You know, their happiness is with you. Two of Cups. Whoever this is a soulmate. And I know we have more than one. I get it. But it's like they're too proud to. God, they're combative. I think they're in this pattern of, you know, all this love towards you, Pisces, and they're going to let pride cost them the love of their life. That's literally what I'm picking up here. They're going to let pride and ego cost them everything, because I already have picked up, Pisces, that you are dipping your toe in the water, looking at other options here, or maybe you're further in the pool than just dipping your toe in. Some of you might have just dove in with the Seven of Cups here. And it's like they're not happy. And yet they refuse to budge. What happens next with Pisces? What happens next? What happens next with Pisces love life? What happens next with Pisces, please? What happens next? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Tower. Queen of Pentacles. I think this person's going to try to come towards you, but for some reason, I think you're going to reject this person. The person that's got pride and ego. They may have waited too late. Yeah, they did. This person has drugged their feet for too long, Pisces. They've drug around, farted around, and now I think they're taking it for granted that they'll come into your life. and you'll take them back or you'll give them another chance. And I don't think you're going to. In fact, there may be a possibility that you're with someone new by the time this actually happens. If not, you're in this energy of this Queen of Pentacles energy. You're kind of like hair flip. Look, I know, and you could be male or female, but this is you. Look, I know my value, and you're not gonna, you're not gonna treat me some kind of a way. You have not forgotten how bad this hurt. Heartbreak. Damn, Pisces, Three of Swords. For some of you, this may have involved a third party, okay? But it's like they don't want to take responsibility for it. They don't want a man or woman up. I see you rejecting this person. I see you rejecting this person. By the time they come around, it looks like it might be too late. They may just mess around and wait too late. You're in love with somebody new. Who's the new person? What's up with that? Eight of Wands could be somebody at a distance. This is somebody you're very attracted to. You find this person super attractive. They may like to travel. I've got a lot of Sagittarian vibes with this new person, Pisces. Eight of Wands, Temperance card. This is new all day long. Look at you. You're taking a leap of faith with a new person. A new person. That's crazy. Just for giggles, let's see, what if you gave the past person another chance? What if you gave the past person another chance, Pisces? Let's take a look. What if Pisces gave the past person another chance, please? What if Pisces gave the past person another chance? How would that go? What if Pisces were to give the past person another chance? How does that look? How does that look if Pisces gives this new person, the past person, another chance? Don't forget, we're going to extend and go in more in-depth detail in your love life over on Patreon, including All Signs Cross Watcher. So check that out. But we are going to, at least for the short run, for right now, see how the energies look between you and the past person if you were to try to give this another chance. So I see you and them taking a leap of faith. I see you kind of putting your fears to the wayside. You know what's crazy, Pisces? You and this past person have a deep soul connection. There is something fated about you and this past person. You know, Pisces, I think it looks stable for a while. You guys may end up moving in together, possibly marrying. Yeah, it doesn't seem perfect. It looks like it's slow, rocky, but it ultimately stabilizes. It ultimately stabilizes. We will definitely delve more into the challenge spots in this thing to see if we can get you some advice. We'll also look at the new person in more detail as well over on Patreon. Let me see what we can expect out of the new person that I picked up in this reading. Tell me about the new person, please. Is there a chance for longevity with that one? Is there something that could be stable with that new person? Is there something that could be stable with the new person? Is there something that could be stable with the new person? And as always, I do offer personal readings if you want specifics into your situation as well. All right, Pisces, let's see what's up. This is a soul connection too. Pisces, let's see here. Okay, there's a fly in the ointment with the new person. It's a soulmate, and I think you guys are supposed to meet, but there's some kind of issue between you two. There's a challenge with the Judgment card in the reverse and the Four of Wands in the reverse. It may have to do with your literal living. Oh, it's the past person. There's the fly in the ointment, the past person. This person may feel like you're not over your past person, Pisces. They feel like you're still in love with the past person. Damn, Pisces. And it could be either that or this past person is just interfering in this to the point that it creates problems between you two. Yeah, it looks like an ongoing challenge. This past person is pretty tenacious, pretty determined. All right. Let's go into a lot more detail over on Patreon. I'm curious to see what goes on with all of this, as well as the All Signs Cross Watcher Pisces. Definitely check that out. All right, we're going to get all the details for you. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, Spicy Feisty Pisces, and do not forget to drop a like. Thank y'all. Bye, y'all.